Henry Fayol's principle of subordination of individual interest to organization's interest. Well, according to this principle, the individual's interest should be given less importance than that of organization's interest. Before going further, let us understand what you mean by individual interest and organization's interest. Well, individual's interest is basically individual's benefits. The task to be performed which will satisfy the needs of the individuals. And organization's interest means benefits of the organization's task to be performed in order to satisfy the needs of the organization. So clear-cut, this principle clear-cut tells us that the value of the organization's interest must be at a higher level than the value of the individual's interest. So what does this principle of subordination of individual interest to organization's interest says? That always the individual interest should be given lesser importance than the interest of the organization. Let us take some examples to understand its gravity, right? Its importance. Let's say in an organization, there is a person who is in the purchase department. Understand that organization has clearly spelled out guidelines for purchasing. So let's say what individual has to do, it has to get beads from different vendors for specific purchase. And the vendor which is providing good quality at a reasonable pricing will be given the contract. But there is specific supplier who approaches this person from the organization saying, okay, if you give me the contract, I'll give you commission. Now here, with that commission, there is a benefit of this person, individual benefit, but there is a loss to the organization. That the same product, the organization will be purchasing at a higher price. So what should be done? What this principle of subordination of individual interest to organization interest says, this person should ensure that he should not get commission of any such type. Always the organization's interest should be kept higher and he should not go to get purchasing from such kind of vendors. So this individual has to subdue or sabotage his own interest and keep the interest of the organization at a higher level. Another example, let's say if I want to give you is, let us take an example, hypothetical example, where an employee has two choices. Tomorrow there is a match of India-Pakistan and he have a ticket. And tomorrow he have exceptionally good deal for his organization, which nobody else can perform on his behalf. What should he do according to you? Well, shall he put leave application and go and watch the match? Or he should ensure that he'll visit the client and crack the deal? In my opinion, and according to Henry Fayol's principle, the principle says that there should be subordination of individual interest over organization's interest. So he should avoid going to the match and he should ensure that he'll crack the deal. That's what this principle says. Let's say, one more example to explain this very thing is, let's say a game, any game, let's say a group game like cricket. So what happens in cricket? Right? There is a batsman and the team has to win. In 10 balls, they have to score 20 runs. What should this batsman do? He's almost on 96, 97. Should he take one run and ensure he finishes his 100? Or should he hit for boundaries, fours and sixes and try to make his team win? Correct. The individual interest should be kept aside. He should take more risk, try to hit boundaries or sixes and try to make his country win the match. This means subordination of individual's interest to organization's interest. So, in nutshell summary, what this principle says? Well, The Henry Fayol's principle of subordination of individual interest to organization interest says that the interest of individuals should be kept at a lesser importance than the interest of the organization. The organization's benefit should be at a higher level than the individual's benefit. So, from manager's perspective, well, he should always ensure and take decisions which are benefiting to organization than benefiting the individuals. And also, from individual's perspective, he should always ensure that organization's interest is always kept high and his interest is kept at a lesser importance.